So, what better way to show off this thing I put together than a terminal window? Um, yeah. The Lost Kingdom by John Ripley, 2004 and 2005. Brainfuck edition. Sure. A small wood box of matches sitting on the table. What does it say? What does it mean two? I don't understand that. Those are commands. Recognize verbs. T2. Taken. We're carrying. Small wind blocks of matches. I mean, of course, yes. What does it mean save current? Oh, I presume it's like a password system, like those NES games do. Oh, we're gonna be for here ages, aren't we? It has been 10,000 long years since Earth fell. The battles of the late 21st century that nearly brought all life on Earth to extinction became, in later centuries, the catalyst of peace. The men and women of Earth united under a single banner, working for the first time in known history for the benefit of all life. In time, Gaia healed, but the petty hate and prejudice of the past were not forgotten. These symbols of the ultimate savagery of the human spirit became the new teachings, and a time came that became known as the Age of Miracles. It was during the Age of Miracles that humankind left the confines of Sol, and the era of colonization began. Humans spread throughout the spiral arms of the Milky Way, sending waves of colony ships to explore, and the dominion of humanity began to exceed throughout the galaxy. But the Age of Miracles was also a time of great foolishness. A machinery of death and destruction had long been banished from the realm humans might have saved them. The long peace that had saved the heart of humanity sped. When it came, the downfall of mankind, and Earth fell. Chapter 2. A lone colony ship escaped ravages of the aggressors. 50,000 humans from a planet that once held 9 billion souls. Our ancestors came to this green and blue sphere. The fourth that orbits in the large light of Capacity in the constellation of the Great Whale. The second of two colony ships sent here from the birthplace of humanity. The first ship, carrying the doctors, scientists, and engineers with the equipment and resources needed to set up and sustain our colony, never reached the Citigroup. That ship, sent 5 years ahead of the colonists, our ancestors, felt the burst of the suffering that had become a ruin of Earth. 5 millennia of peace had left the lost souls defenseless against the threat of the aggressors. Oh, I should start the widget to actually show this chat. Alright, that will work now. We escaped and we survived. Many of our ancestors died taming this rock we now call home. The colony ship now has lost the ravages of time and search for needed resources. But we prevailed as meager as our forefathers' existence was. We prevailed. We survived. Almost 9,000 years have passed since that time. There has been no news from the land of our ancestors, and we are alone. It is not something we speak of, but it has long been feared that we are the last descendants of all humanity. 1,000,000 individuals remaining, the last legacy of 9 billion souls. The downfall did not take long to begin. The true form of the soul of humanity was given reign. Our forefathers had to start again. From small agricultural projects and later animal husbandry, this land became our sustenance. It did not take long, however, for the old petty hatred and greed to resurface in the souls of our ancestors. Greedy men wanted power, land, and dominion became the driving force of the path of civilizations followed. The second age of castles and the kingdom began a petty struggles for power, and the desire to protect meager possessions. Huge fortresses of stone protected the weak men. Great walls were built around townships. The separation of one human from another because of minor differences, the hatred returned. More percenter. The technology you have now would be seen as primitive by those from the 21st century of Earth history, as the technology of that time seemed primitive to the colonists who set out on a fateful mission. Wood, clay, stone, and improving metals are the basis of our tools. Our bodies provide the energy that drives our machines. It's the fire and the hearth that warms the sun along cold winter nights when most of our population has hovels. It is not so for all. There are a secret few left who are pure descendants of a small corps of engineers and scientists from a surviving ship. It is they who have carried on the pursuit of technology and science, and I am one of them. Your people call us the techno-mages, and you fear us, though we do not understand why. I do not know what you believe we represent, for it's rare that we interact with outsiders. I am one of the few who have ever revealed their true identity. Please do not fear me. I am here to help. As you may know, the ruler of the kingdom 200 miles south of your land is amassing a great army and preparing to attack. And in a few short years, it will come to rape and pillage the great resources of your land. You represent the noblest of men. Your line has ruled this kingdom peacefully for 1,000 years with firm but fair hand. You represent the greatest hope on this planet to redeem humanity. We techno-mages have decided that this is a major turning point in the history of this planet. We will help you protect your land. We can help you bring the kingdoms together. You can return to the enemy to major miracles with our help. Any chapters there? Ah. She was a maid in my castle until she revealed her true identity. Lured by the promise of peace and lured by the flesh, I made her my closet and was trusted advisor. It was the beginning of the end for me. Yes, I admit that the history seemed true enough. She told me more than anyone outside rank of the technomages is known, since history is largely forgotten during the troubled times. These archmages did want to bring all the people of Capacity for under a single leader. They did want the people of all the lands to unite under a single symbol of power. But I grew to understand that I had been deceived. The techno-mages wanted to hold that power, and peace is not part of their plan. Their spies had infected the minds of kings and queens of all the kingdoms, and they were distracting us from changes that were taking place in their land. As the only rulers who were not blinded by greed or desire for power, I would have seen the changes, and they knew that. But they blinded me by the flesh and the lure of peace. All lies, very selective lies, but still lies. The kingdom itself fell, and then the world changed. I woke to find myself living a mockery of the horror life. Now it seemed that to all that I was a simple peasant, my home a hovel. They had changed me, stripped me of my birthright, and taken the symbols of leadership that my people loved and respected. I was just another lowly face, forced to eke out a meager existence in a poor land that was not my home. I needed, in order to save my people, no, all people, from the horrific dominion of the dark technomages, I had to take back my birthright, stolen from me by the woman I had once wanted to be my queen. She had left me one gift, a wooden mockery of my throne sat in the middle of the run where I now called home. That day I set an equate to stake of destruction I betrayed, regain my birthright, and find a symbol of power. And only with these I could retake my kingdom. And maybe then I could rally the people of this world to join with me in taking new aggressors who threaten us all. Once I finished the first part of my quest, I would return here to sit rest on that, the only chair I had in the hovel. For even though it's the only throne I have, I am still a king. Hmm. Um, let's see. Further information. Lost Kingdom. Yeah. Party commands. Consume. I presume with score. Oh, I can't. You can't go that way. 0 points out of possible 100. 0 points, okay. Which ways are there? X is specified item. X2 is a small box of matches. I think that's clear. No. Patch of the sealed lamp. 1. I can't backspace, okay. This is going to be interesting. Backspace doesn't work. Oops. I'm not sure if that's an issue with my. I'm not sure if that's an issue with the program I wrote to run this, which is a 64 something less than that kilobyte program that runs directly on like a bootloader. This is very scuffed. Hmm. It is a rusty old lamp, yeah. I really, because it's like, I don't know, it's because it tells you what to. We can't go that way. What does it tell you which way there are? Oh, yeah, breeze from the west, we descend low. Uh, okay, west. The body of a dead fish. Fish. I don't know if that fish is ever important. Distance across the... Which way is the farm? Running the village will not help you on a crest. Go that way. Ah. With... What am I... Okay, peace. Forest. Cave. It's rock fall in the festival. Okay. Um, do I need the fish? Okay. Oh, I see. There's an X. I might want that. Um, Amazing. Okay. Is there? So, fear of killing her. Would I mean, I'm presuming I need to use the dynamite. Hurled. Does this do? I didn't really do anything. What's the stick of dynamite I need? What do I do with this? What is the specific? So I need to put this somewhere. Like, Impassable. Are we supposed to blow up the rock fall? I don't know. In any case. You can't go that way. I'm in the middle of the month. Christ. Amazing. What's the recommended terms? Save. Storing where? Oh, I guess it's just the judge. Okay. Oh, this is a thing. I don't have to do it this side.